Welcome to Adoratrix. This channel is a sacred space for mystics, Marian devotees, and seekers of divine gnosis. Here you will find full-length audiobooks, light key transmissions, whispered mystical devotions, and ancient light-encoded prayers. From the consecration texts of Mary to Hermetic wisdom to the mysteries of ancient Egypt. These are not just teachings, but activations. This is a chapel for the soul, a library of the lost, a voice crying out from behind the veil. The voice of the hidden teachings. Imitation of Christ, Book 2, Chapter 5, of the consideration of one's self. We cannot trust much to ourselves, because we often want grace and understanding. There is but little light in us, and this we quickly lose through negligence. Many times we perceive not that we are so blind interiorly. We often do ill and do worse in excusing it. We are sometimes moved with passion, and we mistake it for zeal. We blame little things in others and pass over great things in ourselves. We are quick enough at perceiving and weighing what we suffer from others. But we mind not what others suffer from us. He that would well and duly weigh his own deeds would have no room to judge hardly of others. An internal man prefers the care of himself before all other cares, and he that diligently attends to himself is easily silent with regard to others. Thou wilt never be internal and devout unless thou pass over in silence other men's concerns, and particularly look to thyself. If thou attend wholly to thyself and to God, thou wilt be little moved with what thou perceivest without thee. Where art thou when thou art not present to thyself? And when thou hast run over all things, what profit will it be to thee if thou hast neglected thyself? Matthew 16:26. If thou desirest to have peace and true union, thou must set all the rest aside and turn thine eyes upon thyself alone. Thou wilt then make great progress if thou keep thyself free from all temporal care. But if thou set a value upon anything temporal, thou wilt fail exceedingly. Let nothing be great in thine eyes, nothing high, nothing pleasant, nothing agreeable to thee, except it be purely God or of God. Look upon all the comfort which thou meetest with from any creature as vain. A soul that loveth God despiseth all things that are less than God. None but God, eternal and incomprehensible, who filleth all things, can afford true comfort to the soul and true joy to the heart. Practical reflections. Useless reflections upon ourselves and upon exterior things occasion us to lose much time, many graces, and much merit. Did we but endeavor to substitute a respectful remembrance of God in place of a vain and hurtful attention to ourselves and to creatures, we should be always well employed. To consider God as within us, and ourselves as existing in God, to live under the eye of Jesus Christ by means of recollection, in his hands by resignation, and at his feet by humility and a sincere acknowledgement of our miseries, is to live really as Christians. For we can only be such in proportion as we are devoted to Jesus Christ. Why then are we so much and so frequently attracted by news, curiosities, and vanity, and so little interested with God, our duties, and our salvation? It is because we are indifferent to the things of eternity, and too much attached to those which pass away with time. Let us therefore begin to be now what we hope to be forever, occupied only with God, in God, and for God. Prayer. Correct in me, O Lord, that indolence of mind in which I squander away my time with trifles, and that uselessness of thought which draws me away from the enjoyment of thy presence and distracts my attention in the time of prayer. Or if, when I receive my prayers, I cannot always think of thee, grant that my distractions may not be voluntary, so that, whilst they divert my mind, they may never withdraw my heart from thee. Teach me, O Lord, before prayer, to prepare my soul, that, urged by my many necessities, and by a desire of pleasing thee, I may fulfill this important duty with a becoming sense of thine awful presence, and of the subject on which I seek relief from thy bounty and mercy. Amen.
This is a chapel for the soul. Subscribe to receive light keys and sacred knowledge and divine timing. New uploads weekly, audio chapters, prayer recitations, and transmissions from the inner temple.